Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto and Sasuke Joined Forces from the Beginning. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Jimmy Desitais for suggesting this idea. Now moving onwards, I am in a pinch and I might need your help. I've been trying to find ideas on Meta What If channel and there are not a lot of ideas for that channel. So I would really appreciate if you guys leave some nice, easy to do so ideas because yeah, my brain cannot comprehend at the moment. It's quite complex ideas. I hope you guys don't mind and yeah, be creative as much as you can. I don't care if it's the weirdest ship or the funniest story out there. I'll try my best to make sure that I will be able to make it because you know what? Has been some time since we made something funny. So yeah, why not? I mean, we have been quite serious for a while now, so why not take it a few steps back and lay back and relax and enjoy a easy, happy-go-lucky Naruto story? What you guys say, huh? Anyways, this is not as a story. This will be a little bit dark, but at the same time quite entertaining as well, and a bit of action packed. I hope you guys enjoy today's short movie, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. By the way, there is a single upload today because of that reason, because I couldn't find any idea. So please help me out in that perspective, guys. Please do so by commenting your weirdest and most funniest, as well as amazingest and serious ideas in the comment section of both channels. Spam it if you have to. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins 6 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato, as we go towards the Uchiha clan compound. As there we see near a bank of a river was seated two boys, one with blonde hair and one with black hair, as both of them were secretly friends, and the only one who knew about their friendship was the black-haired boy's older brother. And the said boys were none other than Sasuke Uchiha, the clan heir of the said clan, and Naruto Uzumaki, the orphan pharaoh of the said village. Why the long face, Sasuke? I mean, cheer up, buddy. What's wrong? Said Naruto with a smile on his face, breaking the silence. Oh, nothing, Naruto. I was just thinking. Thinking about what? As now we see, Sasuke contemplated. He then revealed his secret to Naruto. I'm worried about my clan, about my family, and especially my Nissan. What's wrong with Itachi Nissan? I mean, I seen him fine enough. No, it's not that. He's healthy and all that. It's just there might be something going to happen soon. Something that is unavoidable. What? What do you mean? I don't know how to explain this, but it seems like my father and my brother are going to go at each other's throat at any moment's time, and one of them might die. Really? Things are so tense right now, huh? Yeah. Look, Naruto, it would be best if we stop meeting like this. For a while at least. I don't want you to get all tangled up in this mess. My Nissan told me to make sure that you stay away for the time being. Alright, but if you need my help, or Nissan ever needs my help, I'm always here. Good to know that, buddy, said Sasuke with a smile on his face, as now we see Naruto returned. As soon as Naruto disappeared from there, we see that a hand landed on Sasuke's shoulder. As Sasuke looked up, wishing he did the right thing by making sure that he stayed away. For the time being, yes, Sasuke. I hate lying to him, Itachi-san. But you did tell him a truth. Not entire truth. He always has been truthful to me. We've been like brothers. And I hated when I had to lie to him. That it might be true, Sasuke. That it might be true. Is there really no other way, Nissan? As Itachi's smile fell, as he sighed, with a frown on his face. I hope there was. You know the plan, right? This will make sure that the Uchiha clan is seen in a new light in the eyes of Konoha. I just wish there was another way. I don't wish to lose you, and them even. I know. Even if they are arrogant, they're still our parents. And I would really hate if they continue to go on like this. I don't want them to torture you or the village. The village is unrest. And there might be a civil war happening anytime soon between the Uchihas and the whole Konoha. You think how bad it will be if that happens? There will be a lot of that's right. Yes. It is to prevent that. But isn't there really no other option? There was. But Shisui, he perished, remember? Yeah. I still haven't told Naruto that yet. I told him that he is away on a mission for quite a while now. I see. It is for the best after all. He has already enough on his plate. Poor kid. Thought Itachi, as he reminisced about his Obasan, Kushina, whose child he was. I wish there was something I could have done for him even more, but my clan backed out and stopped my mother from doing so. That is until she too changed. As now we see, Itachi then said, "It is time, Sasuke." What? Now? Yes, for time for us to return for the time being. Tomorrow, once you return from the school, it will all be over. Yeah, said Sasuke with closed eyes. As now we see, one day passed, as Naruto and Sasuke were in the school, as Sasuke was tense the whole day, as Naruto then noticed, "Why are you so tense, Sasuke? I can sense that you're oozing off tension. Is something going on?" "No, nothing is going on, Naruto. And it's best you stay away for the timing as I told you. Why can't you just for once listen to me?" "Geez, fine. I mean, what's got into your head or whatever? Fine, I'll stay away," said Naruto with a pout as he left, as Sasuke sighed. Great. Now Naruto was mad at him as well. And so, he, with the goal when the academy ended, returned back. And as soon as he did, he found the whole the whole clan compound empty. As he gulped and entered inside, only to find nothing more than empty shops and houses, until he arrived in his own house. As with a heavy heart, he set a foot inside. "Tadaima," he said, as no response came. As after entering inside the home, he went towards his parents' room, where he saw his parents laid to the ground, and Itachi wiping the tears that were turned red, indicating he had awoken the Mangekyo. "Nissan, it was need to be done. In the end, they were our parents. They only requested to make sure that I protected you. I revealed everything to them. Why I did. Then even still, father and mother didn't back down, but they didn't fight back as well. It seems as if they had chosen their side, and couldn't betray the clan even to the end," said Itachi, as he threw his katana to his side. Damn it all! I really wish there was another way, Sasuke. I really did." And Sasuke, seeing this, also wiped away his tears, as there was 3 tomos in both of his eyes because of the trauma that he has endured, and he was witnessing. "Listen, Sasuke. I have to make sure this hurts. I'm sorry for this, okay? You have to be strong, promise?" "Yeah, I will be. And no matter what happens, always remember, I'll always protect you and love you." As after that, we see Itachi casted a genjutsu as Sasuke fell to the ground with pain in his head. With one final look, he disappeared. As now we see him arriving in the lair of the elders, where Koharu, Homura, and their leader Danzo Shimura waited. "Is it done, Itachi?" "It is done, Danzo. But mark my words. If you ever dare lay a finger on my brother, there will be consequences." I wouldn't do something like that. And besides, the village needs a new batch of Uchihas. So why would I do that to the only remaining heir of the Uchiha clan? Since you are going to be turned into a traitor anytime soon, the next time we meet will not be so nice. I know. Just make sure you don't harm my brother. Because if even a single hair of him goes missing, I'll come for you. All 3 of you. And so Itachi disappeared in a murder of crows. You know it's not wise to leave him alone, Danzo. I know, but that is a loose end I'd rather not touch, because there will be consequences, remember? He's too cunning for his own sake. Well, that I can agree on, said Koharu. As now we see, the news broke hell in Konoha. The whole clan was wiped out except for one Sasuke Uchiha, who was in a comatose state. Many stated that he was lucky enough because he was in the academy when that event happened and transpired, and by the time he arrived, he fainted because of the shock that he has endured, while Itachi was nowhere to be seen, the culprit of the whole event. as the council placed him in the Bunga book as an S-rank missing nin. While on the other side, Naruto was baffled by what Itachi had done. As now we see, Sasuke woke up as well and had grown cold and distant. And Naruto, even when he visited him, he was being cold and pushed him aside for the time being. Sasuke knew that even if it hurted his friend, he had to do whatever it takes to protect his cover and make sure when the time is right, he will reveal everything to Naruto. Time began to grow by as days turned into weeks and weeks into months and month finally into an year. 1 year went by as now we see Naruto and Sasuke were both 9 years old as they were in the academy still. Naruto hasn't spoken to Sasuke and neither has Sasuke spoken to Naruto for the past year. Sasuke was now kind of a loner personality in the whole academy while Naruto was still struggling with whatever he had as the dead last of the academy as well. As some more time passed, and finally 1 year turned to two, and two to three. It had been 3 years since Naruto and Sasuke had spoken. Naruto was an 11-year-old kid now, and had taken it upon himself to become the prankster from hell, making a fool out of himself whenever he could, which irked Sasuke to no end, but he knew why Naruto did what he did, because he was pretty much now left alone, all on his own. It hurted him that he had done this to his own friend, but he knew it was needed to be done in order to protect him. As now we see, one day after the academy, Naruto was beginning to leave. As seeing that no one was around, Sasuke called him out, "Naruto?" As Naruto halted before not looking back and beginning to walk, "For God's sake, please stop being mad at me." "Stop being mad at you? Why should I be, Sasuke-san? After all, we're nothing more than classmates, right?" "Naruto, don't be like that." "What do you mean, don't be like that? After everything you told me, this is how you treat me? I was trying my best to protect you," said Sasuke, cutting him off. "Protecting me from what?" "From them." "Them? Who?" "The council. They were monitoring me, seeing that if I am at a flight risk, I have to make sure they think that I hate Itachi. And I have gone cold and am not closer to anyone that they can use in order to get to me." "I see. Look, I'll explain everything to you. How about you arrive to my apartment tonight? We'll talk there, and we'll discuss what will need to be done in the future." The Naruto raised an eyebrow but sighed. "Fine, Sasuke. I know what you're trying to do, but still, it kinda hurted, man. For past 3 years, not a single word. I'm sorry, Naruto, but it needed to be done." "Fine. I forgive you, I guess. Thanks." As now we see, in the night time, at Sasuke's apartment, Naruto was revealed of the whole plan that Itachi and he formulated before the attack of the Uchihas in which they were murdered. So there was unrest and a civil war would have broken out. And Itachi Nisan saw only one way out, and that one-way ticket was for only you, not even for himself. That is correct. He wanted to protect you, and that is why he told me to avoid you as much as I can for the upcoming years or so. Even now, I still think that it is too early on that I have revealed this to you, but it was needed to be done. So you have found out who is behind this? Yes. I have been doing some of my digging on my own, and the elders, well, even if they are quite strict, they are quite loose around me now. So, I can get in and out of the record section and have found something quite interesting. Look here. You always wondered your parents were right. I found out about them. As Naruto found out that he was the son of the Yellow Flash, and not only that, Kushina Uzumaki, but there were a lot of more pages. What is this? A lot more than you can think of. It seems like Konoha has hidden you and your entire legacy, or at least Danzo has, even if the Konoha doesn't know. As Naruto found out that Naruto was the son of Minato, who was a secretive son of Tobirama Senju himself. And not only that, Naruto also possessed the royal blood of the Uzumakis within him, thanks to his mother being the direct descendant of the Uzumaki royal bloodline, making him a Senju and an Uzumaki. As this shocked him quite a lot. I can't believe this. I'm related to two of the Kages. Yes, even if one of them was a dick, but still, yes. I was shocked as well. So I copied the information. Sasuke, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Huh, no problem about that, dope. Yeah, whatever you say, Teme. So, how are we gonna bring them down? Bring them down? Naruto, we're going to lay low for now and plan. Yeah, but we need to formulate a plan starting now. I mean, we need to see who our targets are and how we can break them. You know what? You're not wrong. We have to think this through. We have to come up with plans on how we're gonna take them down. But listen to me, Naruto. You and I might have to act as rivals, or even make it seem like we detest each other in front of the others. What? I guess that is doable, since most of the people know that for the past 3 years we have not even looked at each other in the eye. Yes. In this way, we might be able to become strong, and not only that, we might also be able to gain somewhat knowledge. Alright. And so from that day onwards, both Sasuke and Naruto trained secretively by these scrolls that was left behind by Itachi, and Naruto was also learning the Uchiha Interceptor style, as well as other fighting styles that have been left behind by Itachi as well. And so the time began to pass by, as one day, while Naruto was trying his best to tap into his chakra, he did something. As Sasuke witnessed with wide eyes, surrounding Naruto was wooden dome that had appeared out of nowhere. Naruto? Are you okay? Naruto! Yelled out the black-haired boy, as Naruto then said, "Yeah, I'm fine," as the dome disappeared, as Naruto's eyes opened and widened. What happened? How did you do that? I don't know. Was that wood release? Said Sasuke, as he was shocked to see the legendary Mokuton in action. I don't know. How about you try again? As Naruto made a hand seal and focused his chakra. What should I say? As Sasuke face faulted, as he then glared at the plant. What? I don't know anything about this. What should I say even? I remember a jutsu. How about wooden spike jutsu? You know what? Fine. Wood release. Wood style. Wooden spike jutsu. You know you can say only one thing, right? As nothing happened. As Naruto tried his best again and again and again until a wooden spike jutsu erupted from the ground, creating wooden spikes, a lot of them. As Sasuke was shocked, you really possess the Mokuton? I do, said Naruto, as both of them began to laugh and chuckle. As that is when Sasuke frowned. We need to keep this a secret as well, Naruto. You need to experiment on your own until I am able to find the scrolls regarding this. You're right about that. Unless I have an idea. Huh? What? How about I go to Gigi and tell him this? Tell him what? That you have the Mokuton? Are you insane? He will reveal this to elders, and you know what might happen? Yeah, that won't do, right? Of course it wouldn't, you idiot. So what should I do then? I can't continue on like this on my own. I need proper guidance or training. You're right about that. Damn it. We might have to change our plan with this, but I think this could work, said Sasuke. I know it would. As now we see Naruto arriving inside the Hokage office and bringing him to a training field where he revealed this jutsu. As Shiruzen's eyes were widened, close to almost popping out. As that is when he went back to his office to search out the logs and found out Minato's log and whose Minato's parent was. And that is when he almost had a heart attack. God damn it. Who would have thought that Sensei would have left a grandson behind? Oh well. Wait. That means Naruto is a Senju. And also a royal Uzumaki. Making him an important power figure. Oh no. The village is gonna chew me out when I reveal this to the people. Or how I'm gonna reveal this to Naruto. Wait, I know how. As now we see, Naruto the next day was brought into the office. Say, Gigi, so you found out how I can do this? Yes, Naruto. Seems like you're a direct descendant of the Senjus. Senjus, huh? Do you know which one? Unfortunately, I was able to find that. But what I am able to give you is the powerful techniques of the Senju clan. Huh. Just like that. I mean, not that I, you know, disagree to you, but still. Well, it is need to be done since you have awoken such a rare as well as important Kekigenkai to the village. Well, that it might be true, Gigi. So, when can I begin my training? From now on, my boy. As now we see, while the village focused on Sasuke's training, mainly the civilian and the elders, Naruto's training was focused on by Hiruzen and Tenzo and Anbu from Anbu corpses, who was also an experiment of Orochimaru who escaped and could use Mokitan, although a bit of artificial but still capable of doing a lot of damage. And so, Naruto was learning under his tutelage now. As now we see, both Naruto and Sasuke graduated at the age of 13. Naruto in the middle of the class while Sasuke at the top of it because of the favoritism, as Naruto rolled his eyes. And so, now we see both of them were placed in the same team because why not create a next generation Madara and Hashirama, right? In eyes of, well, Hiruzen. But only this time they were much more tame than the original duo. As now we see, back in Sasuke's apartment, Naruto and Sasuke were seated. So, you come up with a plan already? Yes. From what I can tell, we can take out the elders, even now because their guard is down, but there is a problem. They're mostly at Danza's root base. Base? Of what? Roots? Root Shinobi's Naruto. Oh yeah, I remember about them. But I thought that the root fraction disbanded. You think Danza would disband a fraction that is under his thumb? Yeah, that is something he wouldn't do. Of course he wouldn't, Naruto. So what now? We have to act as Aganis for a few while until we become Chunins. After becoming Chunins, we might be able to go our own separate ways in the eyes of the people. But this will give us a time to finally go on our own missions and gather intel on him. So you wanna finally bring him in, right? Of course. But one of us might also want to do missions for them. The elders? Yes. Because we want to get close to them, find an opening, and then taking the chance, eradicate them. Yeah, we have to get in touch through something. You're right about that. As now we see, Naruto, on the other hand, was learning and learning fastly about Fuinjutsu arts and have mastered the technique of Tobirama and of his father, Minato Namikaze, or Minato Senju now, which allowed him to tag any person or any place and Harishin there in an instant. So he did that. As time began to pass by, the D-rank missions came to an end. The first C-rank mission to Naruto and his team, which was Team Kakashi, was assigned. And so, now we see, it was a bridge builder, and they had to depart to the Land of Waves to escort him there. But the escorting mission turned out to be much more than that. Hidden in a disguise. As turns out, he was being attacked, left and right, being the prime target of a tyrant known as Gato, who had a lot of money to waste on a lot of shinobis to send after him. As now we see, Naruto made his sensei agree to continue on, as Sasuke frowned. In the night time, we see that after having a fight with Inari, Naruto and Sasuke were outside. What the hell is wrong with you, Naruto? Why did you shout with that kid? And not only that, why did you agree to with Sensei to coming in even here? We should have departed back to the village. It's not safe. I know I'm putting in jeopardy a lot of things, Sasuke, but I just couldn't. I mean, I have lived with hatred. I saw the hatred in that kid. Hatred of losing and not being able to protect. I've been there before. And I won't be going to cause the same pain to any other person. I'll be damned if I allowed that to happen in my presence. Fine. I'll help you out with this one, Joe. But I'll remember. I'll have you know that you owe me one. Guess what, Timmy? I guess I do now. As next thing they knew, both of them went out to check out their techniques and the current power level. So they traced down Gato's hideout and took out his men secretively while masking their chakra, to the point where, in the end, Gato was eradicated, without even being found out by his men. And after that, lacing the whole place with explosive seals, tags, Naruto took the money from that place, all that he could, and the slaves that he had captured, and escaped. After the building went kaboom in the middle of the night. The shockwave was so much that it could be seen all across the land of waves, even in the village of Tazna. As after Naruto and Sasuke arrived there, we see that they went to their room and placed the money in Tazna's room with a letter stating that Gato is no longer a problem of theirs and he's gone for good. And the next day, the whole village celebrated while the Konoha were quite shocked, except for Naruto and Sasuke, who displayed themselves as to be shocked, but in reality they were happy that they were able to finally bring peace to somewhat of these people. And their power levels were strong enough so that they could be stealthy assassins in the middle of the night at least. As now we see, the bridge was completed without a hitch and there was no fight. Because of the explosive tags, people who were injured and recovering were already more injured. So, that was a win-win. And finally, Team 7 returned back to Konoha after becoming heroes of the land of the waves somewhat. And they were informed of the Chunin exams. Now Naruto and Sasuke were seated far away from Konoha in a hidden place. What do you think, Naruto? Chunin exams, huh? I did not think that this year it will come so soon. Yeah, I forgot about that. Something about this was mentioned in the council meeting beforehand. They were telling me that the council has decided to hold the Chunin exams and the other villages will be attending, even those who are newly created, such as the Sound Village. Sound Village? Yes. I see. Any interesting news? The only news I was able to find was that something regarding an Orochimaru, a person who was said to be a Sanin and a traitor to the village. What of it? He might be planning something big. Danzo is aware of that, but I highly doubt that he's gonna do anything to prevent that from happening, since he's so casual and okay about it and not fussing over it. So we have to keep an eye on him and make sure that he doesn't do anything. And so the Chunin exams arrived. As the first part of the exam was over, which was the written test, we see that the next part was the Forest of Death. After Uncle Mitarashi brought them there and gave them each a scroll, the teams were sent to the Forest of Death. Naruto and Sasuke, while Sakura was busy gushing over Sasuke, were talking in a chord of their own. That getting that sneaked up on her. I think something is off about him. Yeah, I can sense it as well. He's more powerful than he lets himself to be. I mean, that girl was at goddamn Chunin, or even a Jonin, low-level rank, and even then, she was not able to detect what has happened. Yes, you're right about that. We need to be quite careful, as that is when, on cue, a U-Snake attacked them. As now we see, a battle broke out, but Sasuke and Naruto were strong enough to outmaneuver Orochimaru, and Naruto was able to place explosive seals and chakra drainage seals, hurting Orochimaru in the process and earning his quite curiosity towards himself and somewhat respect because the brats were working together quite proficiently. And that was good. Way too much good. Now he wanted Sasuke-kun's body and Naruto as a backup as well. As now we see, as Orochimaru escaped, Naruto and his team, after gathering the scroll, just by their luck was the other scroll they needed, escaped towards the middle tower. And after arriving there, Naruto wanted an audience with Hiruzen Sarutobi, the Hokage, but the council members wouldn't allow him to. As Naruto arrived, damn it! God damn those fuckers! I tried my best to get close to him, to warn him, but they won't even let me. Calm down, Naruto. How about I go and try? Yeah, because that will luckily happen in your case, right? Hey, don't be like that on me. It's not my fault that they think I'm their golden boy or something like that. Said Sasuke with a gritted teeth. That's not a frown. Yeah, sorry about that. Good. Just stay put. Watch over her at least. Yeah. She's your fangirl. You handle her. Naruto, stop being sore. I'm gonna go and talk to the Kage. Is there anything you want me to do? Yeah. When you're there, I have something I need for you to do, said Naruto with a smile on his face. As now we see, Sasuke arrived with the meeting privately with Hiruzen Sarutobi. What is it, Sasuke-kun? What can I do for you? Okage-sama. There's something you need to know. In the middle of the Chunin exams, there was a genin who was acting odd. And he was able to sneak behind Uncle Mitarashi. Yes, I have heard of him. Quite the odd bunch, right? From Sound Village, I believe. Yes. And I believe I know who it is. It's Orochimaru. What? He attacked us using the snake techniques, his neck elongated, as immediately Hiruzen stood up. This is not good. Not good one bit. I have to discuss with the council. No, said Naruto. Said Sasuke as he placed his hand in which Naruto had given him a seal to place and tag on Hiruzen, unbeknownst to him. As Sasuke then said, you have to stay put. Let us handle this. Me and Naruto. You and Naruto. Did he told you about his abilities? Yes, I already knew. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. As Sasuke thought that it might be a little bit of compromise that he was willing to make. But I have to have your word that you will not reveal this to the council or any other person, because there are a lot of enemies here that would willingly bite your head off. I know it as well. As Hiruzen sat down with a stone-cold face as his eyes narrowed, reveal to me what you know about Sasuke Uchiha. And please do not leave anything out. As Sasuke gulped, seeing that the professor and communist shinobi was sitting in front of him instead of the happy-go-lucky old man. Yes, as after revealing the whole plan and the whole ordeal that has been transpired and what has happened in reality, we see that Hiruzen slammed his fist on the table. God damn it. I really wish that I could have done something about them. We have a plan, me and Naruto. Because turned out they were the ones who lowered the guard at the time of his birth. What? What do you mean? You mean to say that they were involved in the QB attack? A masked person came to them. I remember Minister saying something along those lines. Continue. Stating that he would be allowing them to gain the powers that they so desired, but in return he wants something from them. And that is the QB. They agreed. But Danzo was going to betray him, wasn't he? Said Hiruzen. Of course he was. Said Sasuke. How do you know this so much? Danzo has a habit of leaving his logbook behind in his root base. I have found a way to get in and out without being noticed. I have been able to gather a lot of logs from there. Where is his root base? Where do you think? He looked downwards as Hiruzen's eyes wide. You mean to say right beneath my very feet? Yes. He is in the basement of the Hokage Tower, as there are whole layouts laid in the whole clan bases, and not only that, outside of the village, there is a tunnel that is so as far as goes to the Uzumaki village. What? Since when? I do not know since when, but it seems like he is trying to find a way inside of the Uzumaki village as well. That asshole. He will pay in due time. But what about Itachi? He has killed the others. There was a civil unrest. Remember? The Uchihas were arrogant, and they wanted to cause war to happen. Think about it, Hiruzen-sama. What would have happened if a civil war broke out? A lot of pointless deaths. Exactly. And that is something he did not want it to happen. And that is why my brother did what he did, giving me the chance to correct everything. But I see it now that he needs to be brought back as well, because he has suffered enough. You're right about that. He has indeed suffered enough. So what is your plan, Sasuke Uchiha? You will act out as normally. Leave the elders' matter to us. But in the meantime, you have to call his godfather back. Who's, Naruto's? Yes. You know about him as well, right? Of course I do. Alright. Fine. And so Jiraiya was contacted, and after the preliminary rounds ended with Naruto's victory over Kiba, we see that Kakashi outright told him that he needs to train Sasuke, while Sakura would be trained with a Jonin, while Naruto was left to fend for himself. So Naruto was met with Jiraiya. And so the two of them bonded and began to train, as Naruto made a contract with the Toads, as Naruto then decided to speak to the Toad Chief and allow Sasuke to conduct a test, and Sasuke too was able to become a Toad clan member. And so Jiraiya was surprised. There was a first Uchiha who became a Toad clan member, and hopefully in the future a Sanin as well. He had gained 2 students in a day, and after having a detailed and disguised meeting with Hiruzen, they began to realize that both of them had a lot of their own plate, and Jiraiya vowed that he will help them out in any way possible as he could. So the finals of the Chunin exam came, and as expected, Orochimaru struck. And as soon as he did, Naruto and Sasuke began to move into action, alongside with Jiraiya, and the people of Konoha were already prepared. As on the other side, we see that Hiruzen was trapped into our dome by Orochimaru. Seeing this, both the three of them, using Naruto's Harishin technique, teleported there, and as soon as they arrived, Hiruzen was saved, but the secret was exposed to everyone, as Orochimaru was put down for good by the three of them. That Naruto Uzumaki was strong. People began to demand answers, and Hiruzen, who was wounded but still capable enough of speaking, revealed the truth to them. That Naruto was the direct descendant of the Tobirama Senju, his grandson, and not only that, he was also of the royal Uzumaki blood. Many people were outright shocked. He had a heritage that was quite amazing. Two of his relatives, his father and grandfather, were the Kages, making him the strongest, if possible, potential candidate out there, because they knew Senjus have led them to victory, and so have the Namikaze. But they all begged to question, how was he the Jinchuriki then? As Minato revealed them like they were any idiots would, that his father wouldn't seal the Biju in any other child, so he had to do it with his own. And so they realized the mistake they made. And soon after that, Naruto was beginning to treat well. People were still awkward around him, and so was Naruto, but he was finally okay that he was not being overcharged with pricey food and all that. I mean, he still hated those cunts because of what they have done, but not like he could do anything about it right now, right? Everything was under the bridge, as people stated, but not to him. He still forgive, but wouldn't forget what they have done. And not like he didn't pay them back with the pranks. Of course, he caused them a lot of damage with pranks. But right now, they were not important. The important thing was that they had a mission. Bring Tsunade back, make her the Kage, and not only that, help out Jiraiya in his training. And so, now we see Naruto and Tsunade meeting face to face after finding her in Tanabata town. So you're saying to me this twerp over here is Tobirama Jiji's grandson? Yes, cousin, said Naruto, as Tsunade then said, call me Nesan. If anything, you're a Bachan than Nesan, as Tsunade bonked him on the head. Ow, that hurts, you old hag. Stop calling me that. But Tsunade, you are kind of like, well, bigger than his in age than his mother. Enough, Jiraiya. Anyways, glad to know that you are here, but still don't understand how in the hell did Tobirama Jiji had a kid. Well, turns out he sealed Minato away in a scroll as soon as he was born. Because that is when the third Great Shinobi War happened. Second Great Shinobi War happened. As everyone's eyes widened. And it was later discovered by, well, one of the Konoha nin. And the child was then placed into the orphanage right after you left. I see. As Tsunade winced at that. Well, glad to know that I have a family, but why should I return to the village? Please, you have to, Nason. As Naruto coaxed her, as she then smirked. Cheeky brat. Trying to coax me into this, huh? Fine. You know what? I'll hold the damn seat, since you've been respectful. Until you become a person who is deemed worthy of being the Kage. Thanks, Nason. Good to know that, brat. As now we see, Tsunade returned as they were welcomed like heroes. And so, Jiraiya took them away after that on a Toad Sage training, in which Naruto and Sasuke trained rigorously to become Toad Sage. But soon after they returned, they found out that, well, the elders were trying to overthrow Tsunade, but Naruto intervened alongside with Sasuke, having the backup of both the Uzumaki and Namikaze, Senju, as well as the Uchiha clan. Well, let's just say, all the other clans were able to even out the votes and overthrew Danzo, as the daimyo had to intervene, and once Naruto was revealed who he was, which was direct descendant and of the royal blood of the Uzumakis, making his wife second officer to him, he bowed in respect and even told him that the title of daimyo was only granted because of the Uzumakis helping them establish it in the past. As now, this was a shocker for Konoha, because even their own leader and pretty much those who owned them were now begging in front of them to forgive for their rudeness. Danzo knew he was fucked. Majorly, wholly, universally fucked because Naruto was smirking at him. But the brat didn't do anything. As now we go towards the elder's office. Damn that brat! He's getting on my nerves. Both him and the Uchiha. They're nothing more than liability now. We need to take care of them. I'll put them out of the equation. As the other elders agreed, we can always create much more stronger shinobis. Screw Orochimaru. He's already dead. Not like we were gonna give him the Uchiha in the first place. You're right about that. Who in their right mind would give Uchiha clan to that bastard? Yeah. So, what now? What now is that we focus and come up with a plan, deal with them. While this was going on, we see the bugs that were planted there gather enough evidence. While on the other side, Jiraiya went on a mission. A mission that he was, well, quite scared of, to go to Omegakure. But unbeknownst to him, Danzo had shook the hand with the devil himself first. As soon, 2 days after Jiraiya departed, an attack occurred on Konoha. Naruto and Sasuke both appeared using the Sanin mode and were able to defeat and fight off the Akatsuki that had attacked them. As Naruto then said, Sasuke, now's the time. What? But you're alone, Naruto. I have found the Sanin. I'm bringing that old ass in. You go and deal with that. As now we see, Naruto sent a clone to teleport and bring back Jiraiya. As soon as the two of them did, we see that Jiraiya sprung into action with Odama Rasengan of his own, while Sasuke went away. As Itachi arrived there next to him, after dealing with 2 of the Akatsuki members, Kisame Hoshigaki and Hidan, the Immortal. Both of them hard to kill were killed, while Kakazu was defeated by Guy and the others. Naruto was dealing with the pots of pain. Jiraiya was fighting off Konan and the others as well, while Zetsu and the masked person, they were being fought off by Kakashi, Might Guy, and the other Jonins. And Tsunade herself. As we see, Sasuke arrived alongside of Itachi to deal with the elders. I've warned you, elders. You mess with my brother, I'll come for your head. As that is when the bandage is revealed, the Uchiha eyes implanted in them. As both of their eyes cleared, as 2 Susanos, imperfect, released upon them, as no matter how many times he used the technique of Izanagi, he was killed again and again and again until he began to beg for mercy. But in the end, nothing was granted to him, as he too was put out of his misery. While on the other side, as soon as this ended, the both brothers returned to the battle, as Itachi then informed Sasuke of the real culprit, and after identifying him, both of them took them down. Zetsu and the masked person claiming to be Madara were killed. After making sure they were dashed towards the other, and one by one the Akatsuki members fell, and in the end, Akatsuki was defeated. Konoha won the attack against the Akatsuki, as the Akatsuki was no more. But after that, Naruto and Sasuke were put on a pedestal, as both of them had become a high-ranking shinobis and, in the eyes of their enemy villages, a high-ranking target. But on the other side, people were shocked that there were little to minimum death, and somehow the elders had died who were on the other side of the village, as it was identified that it was a plan of the Akatsuki to eradicate the power of head figures. So, after that, Tsunade made sure that they found evidence on them after searching out their houses and making sure they were properly buried. And people were stunned of how disgraceful the elders were, so much so that their bodies, instead of being buried properly with respect, were thrown to vultures for them to enjoy. As now we see, Naruto and Sasuke were seated atop of the Hokage monument after all of this fiasco ended. So what now, Naruto? What do you mean what now, you idiot? We're done with this. Now we relax for the time being. But there might be others out there. Others what? Others like them, the Akatsuki, the elders, who are still creating many more Sasuke, Itachis, and Narutos. What about them? Well, I guess for that to find out, we might have to become a Kage ourselves. At least one of us. We both will. What? You'll be the Hokage. The light. That light leads the people towards brighter future. And I'll be the shadow following the light, protecting them from all the darkness. Said Sasuke. You know how corny that sounds? Hey, we were having a moment here until you decide to ruin it, you dope. Whatever you say, Timmy. As now we see, even though both of the friends have won this battle that was started by the elders, they knew a much bigger war was awaiting them, and they were more than prepared for it when it was time for it to come. As this is when I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.